Welcome back. I did decide to just jump on and do one more on P. Diddy. But before I don't wanna do no hold on. I almost got this on. Oh no. We gonna hit my girl Fame versus Sacrifice So Man down. They saying that P Diddy looks so old now and lost so much weight that he's totally grayed out. Well, he is in his 50s and he don't ain't out there where to keep himself trimmed up and use dye and all that, you know. So I guess he is looking older. So up to date, Sean Diddy Combs pleads not guilty to expanded sex trafficking charges, charging the hip hop mogul with five more criminal counts, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Mr. Combs, 55, entered his plea to new charges at the Manhattan hearing on Monday. He had previously pleaded not guilty to an earlier three-count indictment. Earlier this month, Mr. Combs' media representatives supplied a statement from his lawyers. These are not new allegations or new accusers. These are the same individuals, former long term girlfriends, who were involved in consensual relationships. Jury selection for Mr. Combs' trial remains scheduled for May 5th, with opening statements to begin on May 12th. Mark Agatha, one of Mr. Combs' lawyers, said the defense may seek a 2-week trial delay to opening statements to allow to view emails it wants an alleged victim to answer. U.S. District Judge Aaron Superman said if the defense wanted a delay, it must submit a formal request within 2 days. We are a freight train moving towards trial, the judge says. Prosecutors with the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office says Mr. Combs used his business empire to sexually abuse women between 2004 and 2024. The alleged abuse involved having women take part in recorded sexual performances called freak off with male sex workers who were sometimes transported across state lines. And that's what make it a federal offense. Mr. Combs has been jailed in Brooklyn since September. He also faces dozens of civil lawsuits by women and men who accuse him of sexual abuse. Now, you know, he just added Brian Steele. I love Brian Steele, which was Young Thug's attorney and had been his attorney for the last 10 years. Brian Steele and Westmoreland are now on his legal team. Mr. Aglifo has said Mr. Cohn never forced anyone to engage in sexual acts against their will, and the freakouts were consensual. Also known during his career as Puff Daddy and P. Diddy, Mr. Combs founded Bad Boy Records. He is credited with Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Notorious B.I.G., 112, Usher from the 90s and 2000s, Mace. But prosecutors have said his success concealed a dark side. They include one in March 2018 when Mr. Combs was captured on surveillance camera kicking and dragging Cassie. CNN last year broadcast a surveillance video with um, another one with former girlfriend Cassie. His lawyer said the video was not evidence of sex trafficking, that Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura had a toxic, loving 11-year relationship. And that's just a quick recap. But we starting off with Kim Porter, Fame versus Sacrifice. I love her. Bam.
Somebody look at your neighbor and say she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor. Kim Porter. May the children that had nothing to do with their mother's sacrifice be strong at this time. Come on, y'all. And let's send some strength up to them twin girls at this time. Kim Porter was born in Columbus, Georgia. And she was just found dead not too long ago in Los Angeles. A source said that she was suffering from flu-like symptoms. Flu-like symptoms. And another source said she had pneumonia. Y'all ready to go deep down this rabbit hole tonight? Well, let's do it. Now, one red flag that stood out to me was this. Kim Porter had all that money. Okay? It wasn't like she was broke. She had a whole lot of money. And she couldn't just find a skilled physician to treat those flu-like symptoms. Something is wrong. And if she did go to a doctor to be treated, what was she injected with? Or what did they really have her taking? We have to think about that. Don't play stupid on me today. Y'all know them doctors, they play their part as well. They play their part. They play their part when it's time for a blood sacrifice. Okay? So don't sleep on that shit. You send them to them doctors and they part of this shit. They say, guess what? We want this one out. Okay, I'm going to do my job. Well, I don't know about you, but they can throw that shitter to the left, to the fucker left. Kim Porter ain't died from no flu-like symptoms unless she was injected with it and made to die. Catch that on fleek. When I did the ancestor reading on this situation, I said, shit, shitter, I already knew. I said, I already knew what was going on. Because when somebody in the family want to come up, somebody in the family got to lay down. Y'all know this already. Folks used to be happy when their family member made it into the industry. Now they watch their ass up like a hawk because they don't know if they going to be the next sacrifice. Now let's get deeper into the heart of this situation. Folks ask me, was Kim Porter a blood sacrifice? And I say hell to the yes sir. I say hell to the yes sir. She was a blood sacrifice. Let's put the puzzle together. Y'all know how we do it. Kim Porter and P. Diddy's twin girls, Jessie and Delilah. That's their name. Jessie and Delilah. They are innocent in this situation. They ain't got nothing to do with their mother's death. Innocent. Okay? They are devastated right now. And I'm feeling their energy strong in the fucker. They devastated. If it was your mama that you love dearly, you would be devastated as well.
Yeah.
I'm feeling them little twin girls right now.
Yeah.
And they got twin energy. So you can just imagine what I'm feeling to fuck a night. Now let's take a little time and look at the suspects in this story. Kim Porter and P. Diddy's son, Christian Combs. That's his name. He is a famous model. And he is also a famous rapper.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Them powdered face fuckers look at Christian Combs.
Doing P. Diddy.
All they see is another nigga with potential to make them some money. Okay? That's all they see. Another nigga coming to make us some money. I saw a video of him and his mama. They was at the Tom Ford fashion show in New York City. Christian Combs is wearing red and black. And we already know what red and black represent.
Right.
It represents blood sacrifice.
Yep.
His mama, Kim Porter, she is wearing all black. What does black mean? Death. That's one of the things it means. Death. So I just showed you why he would need a blood sacrifice. So he can go higher in his modeling, in his acting career. Now don't sleep on her son. What's his name? Quincy Brown. Don't sleep on him. Every time you
there
look
go the
up, you
sign.
see Quincy Brown in a motherfucker movie or a TV series. Y'all done seen them. Not only is he acting, but the nigga singing and rapping. Okay? He acting, singing, and rapping. Now, what stood out to me was a specific music video that Quincy Brown did. He got a music video called I Can Tell You. Go look it up. I got the matter of fact, I'm going to put it in a link. I'm going to put all this shit in a link so you can see what I'm talking about. He got a music video called I Can Tell You. And in the beginning of this music video, he having a conversation with his daddy, Al B. Shore. And Al B. Shore tell him, he said, you ready? He said, you ready? And Quincy respond to his daddy, and he say, I'm ready. I said, ready for what? Well, I'm going to tell you what he was ready for. He was ready to make that blood sacrifice. The blood sacrifice of his mama. If you look in the background, it say you.
Oh, let me see what you saying, time traveler. Wait till you find out the birth certificate is actually. Yeah, I do already know that. Oh, soul contract, aka blood contract. And this is why they draw blood from the bottom of the baby's foot because it's a satanic ritual and symbolism for taking blood from. Dang! Now I do got to do some more research on that. Now I do know the birth certificate is a contract, a slave contract. Oh, you took it to another level. Thank you, time traveler. I'm about to research that. It won't be tonight because I got to get up at 7 and go to work. But anyway,
you see the sign.
thank you, time traveler.
What did that mean? It meant he had to take the step to agree for his mama to be blood sacrificed. You also hear Al B. Shore say it in his music video. He say Quincy 2.0.
Yes, time traveler.
He can't become 3.0 until he make the sacrifice. And he just made it. He just made it. So his career is about to go up and up and up. Then after that, Al B. Shore, what he do? He smacked hands with his son, Quincy, 3 times. That was done to seal the motherfucker deal. Huh? I don't even need to say no more about Quincy. You already see. I said you already see why he needed a blood sacrifice. So he can go up in his career. Now I want you to take a little time and look at P. Diddy. Why you think P. Diddy just broke up with Cassie? Okay? Because she would have been the one sacrificed instead of Kim Porter. Whew, I don't even need to say nothing about that no more. How many kids do they got together? Kim Porter and P. Diddy. They got 3 kids together. Illuminati number. How many years did they date? 13 years. 1 times 3 equals 3. Illuminati number. They split up in 2007. 2 plus 7 equal what? 9. Flip the 9 and you get the 6. They go, yo 3 and 6 throughout their whole relationship. P. Diddy was saving her for a motherfucker blood sacrifice. Kim Porter died November 15th, 2018. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 8 equal what? 19. 1 times 9 equal 9. Go ahead and flip that 9 and you get the 6. The reports say she was 47 years old. Look at what they report. They said she was 47 years old. 4 minus 7 equal what? 3. Put it together, you get the 3-6. The motherfucker 3-6 sacrifice. This was a sacrifice for 3 people. P. Diddy, Christian Combs, and Quincy Brown. Her son, and her motherfucking ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, whatever you want to call P. Diddy. And P. Diddy other son. What's his name? Justin. Y'all look out for him. Because he going to have to make his blood sacrifice next. Okay? That's how the game go. That's how the game go. They They sacrificing mamas in the motherfucking game now. They been doing it. And they sacrificing daddies. Okay? We just now paying attention to it. They been doing this shit. I said we just now becoming aware of it. It was a blood sacrifice. And I could have went deeper. But y'all get the point. Y'all be good.
Let me address this. That's true. That's very true what you said. In prison, they give you a number just like they give you a barcode. They give you the birth certificate. Trade your birth certificate on the stock exchange. Your birth certificate is worth millions. Some people have gotten numbers, gotten money off their birth certificate by using your social security number as the account number, and then that file number as the routing number. Some people actually got money off of that as well, but they ended up not alive, a few of them, or went to prison, right? Right, the war on drugs. That's a fact. I agree with that. I probably need to do something on the war on drugs. That's true. But I finally found the video with the Pope, and that's something else when I talk about the Pope. How he, when he invited the African heads of state, and how he kissed their feet because he knows who we are. He knows that. I mean, he prayed to the Black Madonna every time in Rome. They prayed. They had the picture of the Black Madonna and child. You know what, time traveler X? Are you a Moor? Because the Moors taught me most of this as far as jurisdiction and everything else I know about the law and all of this. So you a Moor or you in the nation? It's one or the other. And I was born into the nation, but now I'm Hebrew. Anyway, let me get to this. Because I was going to go to bed, but then nope. I'm going to drop this.
Are you from Egypt to Ethiopia?
Shut up. Shut up. And you, right in the middle of this, you turn on the mic. Come on. Let me get to this next one because this going to be short. I'm not going to be able to get all this, but I want to start out. I love her. Her name is So Mad Down. Fame versus Sacrifice. Come on, hurry up. You interrupted my whole thing, and that's not cool. It's done. You trying to burn it up? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this. It's coming up. But I want to hit this on the head. Damn, what else are you doing?
You can't wait 30 seconds. You ain't even doing nothing.
Okay, here we go. I got it.
They said you was right about what you said in the other video. Can you talk about what's
As
going on
we
with
the
him at this
people.
moment? Come on, let's do it. Not too long ago, the R&B singer slash ex-girlfriend of P. Diddy, Cassie. Cassie sued P. Diddy in federal court.
He did it.
Cassie said that P. Diddy, he sex trafficked her. He sexually battered her. He sexually...
I already knew with what you saying that you're not a citizen, that you sovereign. I already knew that by what you're saying, because anybody who says what you said, I've already did. You sent your letters out and all that kind of stuff.
assaulted her, etc. The list goes on. And she went on to say that after she signed a deal with P. Diddy's record label, that he took complete control of her life, And he also took complete control over her apartment where she was living, her car, where she was driving, the way that she dressed, her clothing, and even her medical records. So he even wanted to know what type of diseases she had, type of sicknesses she had. Cassie even said that P. Diddy even got her hooked on different drugs. And not too long ago, it was another woman that claimed that P. Diddy drugged her as well and sexually assaulted her as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she was also a victim of revenge porn.
Mm-hmm.
And folks ask me, and they say, so, madam, do you believe what Cassie and this other woman is saying about P. Diddy? They said, what ancestors done showed you on that right there? And I got to say it like this. Hail to the Jessica. I believe what Cassie and the other woman is saying about P. Diddy. And ancestors said that P. Diddy, he trying to walk around this bitcher and act just like his daddy. You don't know who his daddy is? Go do some research on his daddy. Ancestors said P. Diddy trying to follow in his daddy's footsteps. Trying to be a pimp, a hustler, a gangster. And ancestors said the game / the industry done turned P. Diddy ass out a long time ago. Once P. Diddy start getting his fame and fortune and things of that nature, it start going to his head, y'all. P. Diddy went to the industry slave master. And he said, Master, if you let me in the game, he said, I'll be the best player that you got in the game. I can bring you the most blood sacrifices, you the most lost souls of different people. And these different people be down with the satanic agenda. All you got to do is let me play the game.
I agree, time traveler.
P. Diddy said, all I ask for is the biggest stacks of money, the most corrupt type of power that you can give me, and to live like a king. King Combs.
I agree with that, time traveler. They did.
And the industry slave master said, okay, sign the blood contract.
So maybe I should talk about the Galactic Federation. Is that where you going? But this is off topic, so.
We can get it going for you. And P. Diddy signed the blood contract. And the industry slave master, he said, okay, we are where we got him now. But one thing I want you to know, P. Diddy, that when it's time for us to come back, we gonna come back and we gonna collect. Somebody say collect what?
So when you say the archons are for Saturn, you saying Satan, right? Because the archons are demons.
Collect your soul. Catch that on flick. When you look at P. Diddy, my people, what you must understand is that P. Diddy has been taken over. This is how this gave it to me. P. Diddy been taken over by a nasty Illuminati demon.
Facts.
That's what it
Facts.
said. And that demon / spirit was able to enter in P. Diddy's body from all those sexual rituals that he took part in.
Yes, you're correct. I do know that. That's why I said what I said. Yeah.
That he participated in. That's how they came in other different ways that they came in.
Facts.
And sister said that P. Diddy is a slave for the industry. That's how they gave it to me. He's a slave for the industry. And anybody who been sleeping with P. Diddy or who's sleeping with him now, they need to hurry up and run and go get a spiritual cleansing.
Facts.
That rabbit hole go deeper.
That demon, right there, yes.
And sister, show me some more information about P. Diddy. Now, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm gonna say enough. Kim Porter, and I'll be sure, they got a son named Quincy. Some of y'all know about Quincy. And when P. Diddy started dating Kim Porter, P. Diddy adopted her son Quincy in. Now, I gotta say allegedly, but I'm telling you what ancestors gave me. And ancestors said folks would be surprised to find out what he secretly did to Quincy when he was.
I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised at all what he did. Quincy is a pretty boy. And apparently, allegedly, Albie Sure came out and said that P. Diddy poisoned him, put him in the hospital. That's why he allowed him to adopt him, just like he blew up Kid Cudi car about Cassie. So yeah, World War III is coming. That's true. That's biblical. That's in Revelations. So yeah, that's true. But these things, I mean, Babylon the Great. Yeah, we are in the age of Aquarius. However, you know, Babylon the Great got to fall.
Was a little boy. Use your head. And sister said people would be surprised to know the heavy MK Ultra that's going on with that boy Quincy at a time such as this.
Facts. I believe that too.
And sister said that Quincy, he is terrified of P. Diddy.
I believe that.
He's terrified to even say the things that he really want to say. Whatever P. Diddy tell Quincy to do, Quincy gonna do it, y'all. Especially after what happened to his mama.
Facts.
Because he don't want P. Diddy to come in and try to take him out.
Facts.
But I'm going to keep that right there. I digress. Use your head on what I just said. Moving on to the next. Told you I wasn't going to tarry here too long.
No, I'm not married.
Moving on to the next. I'm going to play this clip.
Is this real? This so man down fame versus sacrifice. If you follow anything in the music industry, you sign a blood contract, point blank, period. And within that time, and you look at all the people who have lost their life, they do the same thing over and over again. It's an auto accident, a drug overdose, a plane crash, or they discredit them, make them look like a pedophile. This is what they do, and they do the same thing over and over again. Why? Because it works. The Lucifer was the head worship leader before he was cast out of heaven. Music is used to hypnotize the masses of the people. That's how the Illuminati use music, because that's not the Illuminati, but they use music to hypnotize the masses of the people. MK Ultra. And I get off into that, but I got some videos. And then you got gatekeepers, and I got a video on, I think a few months ago, I did on the Black Boule. Oh, really, Banks? Well, how they doing now?
Well, P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard, you know what he had to say about P. Diddy. And then after I play this clip, we're going to speak on it a little bit.
Seeing people pray over him, do sacrilegious things, and he goes to throw a dove, and the dove fall down to the ground. And I look at this, and I say to myself, this shit is bigger than...
So y'all done heard the clip for yourself. Okay? Now, in so many words, Listen to me close. I said in so many words. What we just heard from P. Diddy's ex-bodyguard. What he was basically saying is that P. Diddy is involved in animal rituals, animal blood sacrifices. Most celebrities, when they want to get out of a court case, they will sacrifice an animal so they can get out of that court case. Some celebrities, they will sacrifice an animal when they want to go higher in their career.
Facts.
These are
I'm gonna stop this right here. But example, Young Thug got out on Halloween, the Day of the Dead. Prior to that, one of his boys that signed to his label was caught sacrificing an animal before that. Then his sister passed, and he got out on Halloween, the Day of the Dead. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
are rituals, y'all. That's what they are. Some rituals are used in a negative way, and some rituals are done in a positive way. I told you it's the way that you use it. Now I gotta say allegedly, but ancestors already revealed this to me.
This is so Madame Fame versus Sacrifice. I follow her for years. She even did some charts and stuff for me. She don't come on like she used to, but she very accurate. I'm just gonna say that.
That P. Diddy get down with the satanic rituals.
Facts.
That rabbit hole go real deeper, y'all. P. Diddy get down with the death rituals. He get down with the sex rituals.
Facts.
Certain people that P. Diddy is having sex with, these satanic sexual rituals, half of them don't know that it's a dark ritual being done when he having sex with them.
And that's a fact. Aleister Crowley, he wrote the book Sex Magic that they use in these rituals. That when you get to your highest point of the orgasm, that's when you go and you can ask for things that you want. But that's another topic for another time on sex magic. But that's by Aleister Crowley, the number one Satanist. And apparently Barbara Bush was his daddy. That's a different topic for a different day. But Barbara Bush, George Bush's wife, was his daddy. The Bushes, Skull and Bones, the Bushes, Knights of Malta. Anyway, but that's when I go back into my secret society stuff. You feel what song was a satanic ritual song?
That rabbit hole go deeper, y'all. That's why I said that people who having sex with P. Diddy or who had sex with him, they need to hurry up and run and get a spiritual cleanse.
Facts.
These celebrities and different people know how to wear masks real good. When you take that mask off, it might shock you on what you see. Folks ask me, and they say, you know, what ancestors showed you about P. Diddy? I'm going to say this to y'all. P. Diddy going to be able to pay off a whole lot of people to keep them quiet. But when that spiritual karma hit, and it's going to come fast. I said when that spiritual karma hit, he ain't going to be able to pay that off.
Facts.
It's going to come like a thief in the night.
Mm.
Y'all just sit back and watch. And y'all be good.
And I'm going to end with her last video, but I'm not going to do that right now, but I'm going to have it ready because I'm about to get into some other things. Oh, no, I might do this one because I think it's another one after this. Hold on, let me see. Yep, nope, I'm going to do this one. I wasn't even planning on doing this. This done threw my whole thing off. Oh, we about to do this one.
I told y'all before, in the last video that I did about P. Diddy. I told y'all already. This is a
I'm about to do YNW Melanie. I got some. Oh yeah, and he did do that, but I think he might be getting out of this. I think he might be getting out of that. I'm gonna do a video on Wanda. I got a lot of information on him, but he did knock his two best friends off. But that was a sacrifice. He been in jail almost 3,000 days. There go that number three.
continuation. Not too long ago, the news reported that P. Diddy's house was raided and his sons.
You don't think YNW Melly might not get out? He already had that hung jury once. I think he got a good chance because that his attorney and that judge that he got right. See, we getting off topic. Time. Nope. Nope. Stop it. Time trap. Nope. We talking about P Diddy.
Justin and Christian. They end up being handcuffed during the raid. Now, folks ask me, and they say, so madam, what ancestors done showed you about that situation with P. Diddy? And ancestors gave it to me like this. Ancestors said, we gonna make P. Diddy as the example. The example of what happens when these celebrities, when they sign down with these satanic contracts, and they end up selling their souls over to the devil / the PTD, the powers that be. I want y'all to first understand what I mean when I say sold their souls. Because some people got it mixed up. I want you to understand what I mean when I say sold their souls to the devil / Satan / the PTB. When I say these people sold their souls, I'm not saying that they physically ripped their souls up out of their body and gave their souls up for money. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they spiritually gave their souls up for money.
Okay, time traveler, you keep on. So when you say you do astral projection, that's what you're saying, but you still taking me off topic.
So I need y'all to first understand that right there. I told y'all that ancestors gonna use P. Diddy as an example in this video tonight. Y'all sit on back and listen to the example of the story that I'm bringing y'all. When P. Diddy, he willingly went to the slave master. Y'all know who the slave master is? He first asked the question, what do I gotta do to receive fame and fortune?
Facts, and he was in a 5-year relationship with Clive Davis. Took Andre Harrell, because Andre Harrell was over Uptown. Andre Harrell ended up passing away, and he had to step down, and P. Diddy took that position. Clive Davis put that man in power, and he's a dirty mug. Look at what he did to Whitney Houston, but that's another story for another day.
And all of the desires of my heart, what is it that I got to do? And the slave master said, I want souls. I want blood sacrifices. And P. Diddy agreed. I said, P. Diddy agreed. And at that moment, y'all, the deal he made with the slave master became a spiritual exchange.
Facts.
And I want y'all to pay close attention to that word exchange. The deal he made became a spiritual exchange. And when P. Diddy signed that deal with the slave master to give up blood sacrifices, he didn't realize something, y'all. He didn't realize that he was sacrificing himself to be a sacrificial lamb in the end.
Damn, that's deep.
He didn't realize he was exchanging his own soul spiritually. And he also didn't realize that at a certain time that the slave master was going to come back and collect. We hear that over and over and over again. Oh, the powers that be, the PTB going to come back and collect. He didn't realize he was the collateral.
Facts.
Catch that on fleek. When we see all this stuff going on with P. Diddy, his house being raided by the Popo, the FBI, whatever you want to call it. All these lawsuits that he facing left and right. All these sexual allegations, etc. When we see him going through all these things, what you need to know is that it's collection time. That's right. I said it's collection time. It's time for him to give over his life, whether that be in jail or through death. As sacrificial lambs.
Facts.
I said collection time for P. Diddy. P. Diddy thought that he was being sneaky. He thought he was being crafty by doing all those things that he was doing in the background just to receive fame and fortune. But he never saw the trick. He never saw the game was really being played on him. Rewind the video back, and I just told you how the game is being played on him. If you put out good karma, you get good karma to come back to you.
Facts.
But if you put out negative karma, then negative karma will definitely come back to you. Some people don't believe in that, but it's the truth. I need y'all to really understand that. I'm telling you what I know. And sister said, P. Diddy got blood on his hands. He done took out other people that we didn't know. Told you it's the things people do in the background. Other people he done took up out of here, we don't even know of them. You know, I gotta say allegedly.
I'm gonna need you to come up on the panel one day. Send me, I'm gonna put my email in there because we definitely gonna talk about the Mandela effect. That is a fact. I'm about to put my email in there.
But y'all know what it is. And when he took out Kim Porter, when he ended up taking out and blood sacrificing Kim Porter, that's when his karma starts to manifest physically. And I promise y'all, that rabbit hole go much deeper. Think about it. It go much deeper. Ancestors gave me a prophecy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there in a minute.
Who eventually come out. And they gonna expose P. Diddy about that satanic shit that he used to do inside of the studio. Specifically, something that was done inside of a studio. It's going to be about something demonic and diabolical that happened in the studio, y'all. Something related to that. That's what the ancestors told me. I told y'all what was going on in the last video that I did about P. Diddy. Or I say the last videos that I did about P. Diddy. And now we're seeing things begin to manifest themselves. And it was other people that was around P. Diddy helping him to do these evil things that he was doing. And ancestors said it like this. They said even some of them, they will also get they come at the same time that P. Diddy received his karma. Some of them. And then some of those people, they gonna receive their karma at a later time. And y'all gotta remember something about karma. Karma hit people in different ways.
Facts.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I said karma hit people in different type of ways. So I'm gonna end it on this right here. This is the message. This is the prophecy about P. Diddy. No matter what P. Diddy do, no matter how many people he try to pay off to try to win these court cases and things of that nature, it ain't absolutely nothing that he gonna be able to do to get out of this karma that he is about to face. I said it once and I'm gonna say it again. P. Diddy, he will pay for all the blood that he shed. And one thing about P. Diddy is he continued to sacrifice people, y'all, over and over and over again. And after he sacrificed these people, he was happy after he did it. So y'all pay attention. Y'all look close. He ain't gonna get out of nothing that he did. It's collection time.
Hey, I wasn't even going there. I was going into Freddie P and all that tonight. I'm gonna leave that, and then I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow. I gotta go to work in the morning. That's my email, agena1911@gmail. Because we can definitely talk about that Mandela effect. No, yeah, send me an email because I want you to come up here and we're gonna schedule a time so we can do something on one of these topics. I'm tired, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I ain't did nothing I was supposed to do on P. Diddy. But, oh, before I leave, let me just say this. That tattoo on his back is an Orisha. No, it's not an Orisha. That tattoo on his back, I think it's Shiva, the destroyer. And once he put that tattoo on his back, let me make sure. Let me make sure because I'm tired. Tattoo on Diddy back. Um, see, see, see. Diddy's back tattoo is a large piece depicting the Polish Black Madonna, Black Madonna of Sheshua. However, the faces in the image are replaced with Diddy's mother face and his own. Some, particularly in Haitian, here we go, and Caribbean communities, believe the tattoo marked a turning point in his life. God diggity dog. But it go deeper than that. Because that's not who that is. Hold on, let me see. Here you go. The Haitian goddess. Diddy tattoo is Zulu Dancer, the Haitian goddess that protects women and children on the back in 2017. But how you gonna put a deity on your back that protects women and children, and you the number one destroyer of women and children? That backfired on him. You destroy women and children, but you put that deity that protects women and children on your back. Then you replace them, put your mama on there. And Gene Deal already talked about how horrible you treated her and how you slapped her. And allegedly, that's not really his mama, that's his aunt. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in the research as far as that. And we know his daddy was a snitch and unalive. Anyway, that tattoo that he put on his back in 2017 was the beginning of his downfall. Yeah, I like Billy Carson. I watch him. Not all the time, but I have, you know. And I'm going to get off into Diddy's tattoo on his back. But the tattoo is of the deity, the Haitian goddess, our Zulu dancer. Erzulidantr. The Haitian goddess. So now that's the voodoo thing. But anyway, so we know he demonic and all this and that. But I feel bad for his children because he exposed his boys to that, and they both fake. Justin and Christian is facing their own lawsuits right now. They other sexual assault cases now. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, share, subscribe. Please hit that like button. Leave a comment. Time traveler. Yep. Send me an email when you can, and then we're gonna schedule some time because it's a lot of things that we could talk about up on the panel if you're willing to do that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. I didn't touch on nothing that I was supposed to do today with him. But anyway, and that channel is so mad down. Fame versus sacrifice. Because she got man, when I did that Angie Stone, I played two of her videos, what she did on Angie Stone. Those were her last videos. But she is awesome. All right, y'all. Good night. Damn, it's two. I gotta get up in 5 hours. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Please hit that like button. Have a good night or good morning.